In the dim skies of prehistory, a vast shadow sweeps over primeval swamps. It is no dragon of myth, but a real creature beyond imagination. Its wings blot out the sun, and in its passing, even the great dinosaurs look to the sky with unease. This is the world of Quetzalcoatlus, the largest winged beast to ever live. Quetzalcoatlus was a colossal of the air, a pterosaur of unprecedented scale, with a wingspan approaching 12 meters, nearly 40 feet, the largest known animal to ever take the sky. It dwarfed every bird or bat that has ever lived. On the ground, it stood as tall as a giraffe. Its head could tower over 4 meters, 13 feet high, bobbing atop a long neck. Its skull alone was enormous and toothless, ending in a sharp tapered beak like a giant spear. The wing membrane stretched from its elongated forefingers to its hind limbs, creating leathery sails of flesh and muscle that whispered eerily in flight. Hollow bones and a light frame bellied its size, making this titan surprisingly weight efficient in life. Quetzalcoatlus lived in western North America during the late Cretaceous, roughly 68 to 66 million years ago, right at the end of the age of dinosaurs. Most of what we know comes from fossils found in Texas, especially the Javelina Formation, with additional material from nearby regions of the American Southwest. In the same ecosystem, Quetzalcoatlus shared the land with some of the largest and most dangerous dinosaurs to ever exist. Tyrannosaurus rex, the most famous, the apex predator of the region. A fully grown T-Rex was likely too dangerous for Quetzalcoatlus to challenge directly, but juveniles, scavenging opportunities, or keeping a cautious distance would have been part of daily survival. Alamosaurus, a truly colossal long-necked sauropod, one of the largest dinosaurs in North America. Adult Alamosauruses were untouchable, but hatchling eggs or carcasses would have been valuable food sources. Torosaurus and Triceratops, massive horned herbivores roaming similar floodplain environments towards the end of the Cretaceous. Smaller dinosaurs like Ornithomimus and Struthiomimus, fast, ostrich-like dinosaurs that could have been prey for a patient ambush hunting Quetzalcoatlus. Quetzalcoatlus was not just an ideal giant, it was an active predator. Although early researchers once imagined it as a scavenger, modern evidence paints a different picture. This pterosaur was likely a terrestrial stalker, hunting live animals with methodical patience. It appears Quetzalcoatlus could easily reach its long, toothless beak straight down into the ground, and even probe below the water surface to snatch up unsuspecting prey. Once a victim was in its grasp, the pterosaur would toss back its head and swallow the creature whole without hesitation. In this manner, Quetzalcoatlus patrolled river shallows and open flats like a monstrous stork, plucking up fish, small mammals, and even baby dinosaurs in its jaw. Its long pointed bill could strike with lightning speed, a lethal pair of chopsticks capable of impaling or seizing any creature small enough to gulp down. One scientific study suggests Quetzalcoatlus acted as a prober, using its beak to shift through muddy riverbeds for crabs, worms, and clams hidden in the muck. Flight was Quetzalcoatlus' ultimate power, and its escape from any danger on the ground. For an animal of its immense size, simply getting airborne was a feat of astonishing biology. It had enormous keeled breastbone, or the sternum, anchoring massive flight muscles, leaving no doubt that this creature was built for strong, active flight. Takeoff was a critical moment. Quetzalcoatlus could not launch like a small bird with a simple hop. Instead, research shows that it likely leapt into the air using forelimbs in a mighty vault, which, much like a bat, pushing off its wings and legs together. In a split second, the pterosaur could crouch and spring upward, perhaps jumping 2.5 meters or 8 feet off the ground in a single bound, before unfurling its gigantic wings to catch the air. Despite its great size, it soared gracefully on thermal updrafts, riding in the winds with outstretched wings like a vulture or condor. It could stay airborne with minimal effort, gliding for miles over Cretaceous landscape. Its hollow bones and broad wing surface gave it an excellent gliding ratio. A few slow, powerful wing beats now and then were enough to keep it cruising above the clouds from the ground. The sight of this creature crossing the sky must have been both majestic and terrifying. Quetzalcoatlus' keen eyes would be scanning the world below for its next meal, or for intruders in its domain. In the air it had no equal. The sky was the Titan's kingdom, and it ruled on vast, unseen currents of air. For millions of years, Quetzalcoatlus thrived at the top of its world, but no reign lasts forever. Approximately 66 million years ago, in what would be the pterosaur's final twilight, a massive asteroid hurled out of the void slammed into Earth. The same cataclysmic impact that wiped out the dinosaurs sealed the fate of Quetzalcoatlus as well. In an instant, the age of reptiles was brutally interrupted. The explosion unleashed tsunamis and firestorms. The sky itself seemed to ignite in the aftermath. Ash and dust choked the atmosphere, surrounding the world in darkness and cold. The sun dimmed, plants withered, and food chains collapsed. More than 75% of Earth's species in the seas, on land, and in the air perished in this global catastrophe. One by one, the mighty dinosaurs fell, and the great pterosaur fell with them. Today, those fossils speak to us across the eons, telling the tale of a creature both magnificent and terrifying. Quetzalcoatlus lived as a lord of the skies and died in an apocalyptic night. Its story is a haunting reminder of the vast forces that have shaped life on Earth, but also how it can fall in an instant.